I I guess you could say I'm grateful, I'm honored, I'm privileged, and I'm blessed. Because anytime someone decides that they have a few moments to stop by and kind of let us know who they are, what they're doing, all that great stuff, I get a little, my excitement level elevates a little bit. Today is no different. He is one of our featured authors on the GMAP Broadcast Network. All you have to do is stop by our platform, simply click on the tab that's titled Featured Authors, and you'll see, and I guarantee it, you'll see a copy of the publication that I'm currently showing you on our screen. I'm just going to limit it right now. I'm going to let him do all the exciting parts. My divine gift. And of course, you could call, I see, I'm not even calling him by his first name. I'm calling him Mr. Alvarez. Yeah. He's one of our featured authors. And with no further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dudes and dudettes, please welcome my friend, featured author, Mr. Alvarez, to our broadcast network family this morning. Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Good morning, Kevin. I'm doing okay. How are you?
You know what? If you have to ask me that question, then I must be slipping a little bit. I am excited, I'm grateful, and I'm thankful that you have a few minutes to be here with us. How are you, man?
I'm doing good. I'm doing very well, thanks. By the way, I also resting myself too. I woke up a little in the morning today, and I worked a little late yesterday. But I'm rested right now, thanks God. Yeah.
You know what? I can be honest with you. I could have held on to that bed this morning to no end. I did not want to let it go. But you know, today it's not about me, man. I'm grateful. Thank you so much. And I am so appreciative. Number one, that you're here with us today. You know,
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm very thankful for being here today too.
and number two, I thank God for you for accepting the invitation to be a part of our broadcast network family.
Thank you for reaching out to me too, because otherwise I wouldn't know about you. So you were the one who reached out to me, so I appreciate that.
Amen. And you know, I don't want to procrastinate and prolong the opportunity for you to share who you are. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and dive right in. I want you to just simply step up to the plate and introduce yourself. Tell us who you are. Tell us where you're from. Who is this Mr. Alvarez that Kevin is talking about?
Okay. So to begin with, as you said, my full name will be Barbaro Baez Alvarez. So let me just clarify this. In Cuba, we use two last names. So Baez will be from my dad's side, and Alvarez will be from my mom's side. So I have two last names, and I don't have middle name. But you are welcome, or anybody's welcome to call me as they wish. I have no problem with that. A lot of people call me Barbaro, a lot of different names. But Mr. Alvarez sounds great. So you are approved to call me like that. Okay.
That's pretty good. I like that one. You are approved.
All right. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. I was born in Cuba in 1987 in a small town called Guinness in Havana. It's like a small town in Guinness. It's a long story. I share my whole life, part of my life in the book. But I was living in Cuba my first 15 years of my life. You know how is the economy in Cuba, a little tough. So thanks God, I was able to come to the United States after my dad came before me. And I always had the desire to write a book since I was 12 years old. When I was 12 years old, I always have been that kind of kid that overthinks. I think a lot. I observe a lot, but my mind and my heart never wait. I do rest, of course, but my mind and my heart are always yearning for knowledge, to look for meaning in life since I was very little. Even it's a lot of people can be asked about this. I'm not lying about this. A lot of people can tell you that I was always giving a lot about my opinion. Even at school, they would ask me about something, and I would just say what I think no matter what, and things like that. So I always wanted to write the book since I was 12, And for some reason, when I begin to write my book, I felt in my heart on some comfort, whether it was God or something, guided me and said, one day you're gonna write a book. And I have proof of that. I have a notebook with the writing when I was 12, with the date and time. It was, I have it somewhere over there. It was like in 2000, some months in 2000 at 3:25 p.m. I remember the time. I don't remember the exact day, but I have it over there somewhere. So on that day, I put the place, author Barbaro Baez Alvarez, the day, the time. Yeah, hello?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm listening. Come
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
come on.
Yeah. So I have proof of all of that. As I say, in my heart, I felt that comfort and that assurance that that dream will come true at some point in my life. I just didn't know when. But something tells me, like, just keep track of what you're going to do and share your thoughts with whoever you want to share it. And my point of view about life, I'm not saying that it's like the ideal, but it's just my opinion. And it has worked for me in many instances.
Uh-huh.
And all my personal experience, spiritual, uh, and emotional, and all of that, So yeah, I just kept writing and writing and writing and saving everything, doing diaries, saving them, living my life, going, one stage at a time, always praying God. When I was in Cuba, I don't know if you know this, but at least in Cuba, my family at least, we were not very religious, or we were not allowed to practice religion too much. So all I knew about God was about, always we were taught about God all the time, my family. They always told me good things about God, but I didn't know any details. I just knew there was a God that we asked him for blessings, for wealth, or for whatever. I just knew that, and I will be thankful for him. I always knew
Right.
that since I was born.
Mm.
But after that, I did I did met more about the Bible little by little when I came out to the United States. And my book focused on three things:
Mm-hmm.
spirituality. It's not religion; it's a spirituality. It's more
Mm-hmm.
about God in our life. It's not, I mean, I'm Christian. I'm Christian. I've said Jesus Christ in my heart since I was 17. But it's more about spirituality and guide people to awake themselves to the spiritual world. That's my goal. But also, it's about mental health. I want also to be able to educate and inspire people and promote hope about mental health. And the third one would be immigration, because as I say, I'm an immigrant from Cuba. So I had a process to go through, and thanks God and the opportunity that I had and I have in the United States, I have been able to do everything that I have done so far, thanks to that opportunity. So
Right.
it's a combination of three stuff.
Now, want to break it
Yeah.
down, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dudes and dudettes, of course. Like I said, I call him Mr. Alvarez because it's simple. It's simplified for me. I
Yeah.
like to keep it simple. I could have. I mean, I like the other your first and your other last name too. ah, uh, but I
Hey,
tell you,
let's be honest. It's
yeah,
just easier to pronounce
it,
Alvarez than Barbaro.
yeah, right. Well, I can say Barbaro. I can say
Oh,
Barbaro.
I can see. Yeah, I can see
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
I can say, but I like Alvarez, and I always
okay.
wanted to say Mr. Alvarez.
I like that.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I like that.
it was just what I wanted to say. But with that being said, of course, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I want you to know once again, Mr. Alvarez is one of our featured authors on the GMAP Broadcast Network, GMAP1.com. I want you to stop by our platform first and foremost. I want you to click on the tab that is titled Featured Authors. You'll see a copy of the publication that I'm currently showing you on our screen. And by the way, I am in love with this cover. I mean, I'm just blown away with this cover. But
Do you
my,
want me to tell you? Do you want me to tell you a little story about that cover?
I gotta know.
God revealed it to me on one of my dreams.
Hmm. Wow.
And you know something? And I have a master degree in visual communication design.
Uh huh.
So, I mean, God's plan is perfect. I had a lot of things to do in my life, like different things,
Uh
and
huh.
I guess God was preparing me for something. I don't know, but and He is. But what I'm saying is like one of my dreams. I shared that in my book. I shared that part of my book. When I was getting prepared to publish my book, and I was putting everything from writings to the computer,
Uh-huh.
and I was about ready to publish the book, I did have a dream about about the dove and about everything, and then I came out with that.
Wow. I
Yeah,
mean, I'm just telling the truth. I love the cover. But as I was saying, stop by our platform. Click on the tab that is titled Featured Authors. You'll see a copy of not one, but you'll see two copies of this particular publication because one is in Spanish completely. So we have the English edition and we have the Spanish edition. My Divine. You know what, Mr. Alvarez? I want you to break this thing down for us and get
yeah.
a little bit more into detail about
Okay,
the content of your current publication. Tell us a little bit about it, if you don't mind.
okay. So as I said, I began writing when I was 12. But then, when I came to the United States, I went through some process in my life of adapting to a new country, and that was a big change in my life. So during that time, I also attended to church for the first time, and then I had the opportunity to experience God's presence in my life. And after that, I began like to experience His Holy Spirit in my life, like His presence. But as I say, I didn't have any knowledge about it. But I just this I remember one night in one of my prayers I said, God just used me for your purpose, and I'm gonna go through whatever I have to go in life. I just gave my life to the Lord. Um, and so what I decided to do was that, and after that, everything on my spiritual and mental and everything else start beginning my life. I didn't know how to handle that. I had too many emotions, and we ended up finding out that that's related to the bipolar disorder, which I share in my book. A lot of people, I don't know if they are misdiagnosed or yes, we don't know much about our mind yet, that we don't understand how to comprehend it or how to manage it well. I don't know. But just like that's the definition that they came up with on that time when I was 17 years old,
Uh-huh.
when everything got out of control because I had so many emotions going on and so
Right.
many dreams and desire to do things for humanity that will, they told me I have a grandiosity. I was grandiose on that time.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So, yeah, yeah.
So let me,
So, yeah. So, mhm.
I mean, I love this. I gotta dive a little. I gotta push up a little bit
Yeah,
because
you can
I
you be a little more you be a little more straightforward with the question because otherwise I don't know what to answer. So you be direct with the straight.
hey, you know what? I'm gonna bump up a little bit because
Yeah, go straight to the question, and I will make it simple because if you just tell me what it's about, you have to read my book and then
yeah,
ask
yeah,
me a
yeah,
question about it.
and I don't want to give it away. I don't I don't want to give it away. Once again, we thank God for you live here, Mr. Alvarez, one of our featured authors on the GMAP Broadcast Network. Now, when you look back over the process of
Yeah.
writing this book, once
Okay.
again, ladies and gentlemen, is it English and in Spanish? Stop by our platform. When you look back over the process from the very beginning, when it was revealed to you that
Okay.
you should write this book, and then you look
Okay.
back over the process of documenting everything, writing it down, publishing, editing, and all that great stuff that
Okay.
comes along with it.
Okay.
From where you began to where you are right now,
Uh-huh.
what's next? I mean, when you look back over the process and see where it all began and where it came from, for you,
You want me to be honest about it?
I want you to be very honest about it.
Okay. All I can say is what's next is walk by faith. That's all I can do
Ah,
right now. That's all I can do right now. Because this is what happened. A lot of times when I accomplish something big, I don't really know what to do because I already got it, and then things get lost. So right
yeah.
now I'm just walking by faith.
Walk by faith. Oh, you know what? And I got a pretty good analogy about faith.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna share it with you real quick. I want you to give me your feedback on it, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Take the first letter in each word. For all I trust him.
Okay, for all I trust him, yeah. I trust him for everything, yeah.
For all I trust him. That's my analogy of faith. The first letter in each word, faith. For all I
Oh, that's
trust.
what it means, faith. Okay, I see now, yeah.
Come on, man. You got to pick it up now. You got to pick it up with me here. We got to wake up.
I was paying attention. I was paying attention just for the first F.
He said the first F. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, because I'm not visualizing the word like in front of me. So I just was paying attention. Remember, English is my second language.
Right.
So you might share something with me. I may like analyze it differently. You know?
Okay. Well, no, take the first letter in each word. For all I trust him.
For all I trust him.
What does it spell?
I see.
Faith.
For all I trust him. Amen. Okay, I love that. I like that.
And you can use it in your next edition. So if someone,
well, I do. You might ask me this later. But I'm working on the second book already. But I can tell you that later.
Okay. Share a little bit.
Okay. So my full name of my book is called My Divine Gift. More than a healing story is a life-changing testimony. So this second book is going to be called My Divine Blessings. Now, this first book has two books inside because I wanted to share the two messages and two testimonies together. I don't know. I didn't want it to send it back. I'm sorry. I don't want it to send it separate, to publish it separate. Because one is completely about my spirituality and personal experience with God and my opinion about life. The second one is just about my recovery journey from a mental illness and inspiration. I'm sharing people what I went through, and if I can get better, people can get better. So my first book that's published has two books. Now the second book that's coming up are three books in one. So the first one, as I say, is called My Divine Blessings, continuation of a healing story that will transform your life. Book one is going to be called My Financial Blessings.
Okay.
Number two, My Wisdom Blessings. And number three, My Knowledge Blessings.
Oh, so it's going to be like a series type.
Yeah, but as I said, because this is the thing, in my first book, God kind of like revealed to me, or I felt in my heart that he said he was going to bless me financially for putting myself for, I don't know, it's kind of weird, but like for my service and for using me as an instrument, he was going to bless me financially so I can reach out to a lot of people and express my message. That's what he told me. So I grabbed that promise from him, and right after I published my first book, I started documenting again. So I'm keeping up with my diary since 2020. And I'm up to date with that.
Okay.
So I have been writing my whole financial blessing. I'm super blessed financially, believe me. Thanks God. I have been my ups and downs, but I'm talking about the books, about God's purpose with the book in my life. Because I'm not counting on the book to become rich or anything, even though it may come, I don't know. But I'm talking about the book as a God's plan for my life and for my purpose. That's something additional to my personal life. My personal life, I focus on my family, my work, what I have to do. And anything that I get from the book, I will pray to God every time I make a decision. Of course, I'm going to take part of that because it's my work. But we always pray for God to guide me, like how can I bless others too,
Oh, yeah. And that's so very important. So I got a question I want you to think about here.
Yeah.
When someone shows their support and purchase a copy of your book,
okay,
and they read the book, they embrace, what it's all about, they enjoy it, but what is it that you personally want them to hold on to and take with them after reading your book?
Okay. I want people to know this. God is always present in our life, and He wants to reconcile with us.
Very interesting. See, people need to understand everybody, you know what? It's really difficult to understand, but I want to encourage them to purchase and share your book. And again, it's in English and in Spanish.
Yeah.
I want them to share it with all of their family and their friends, their followers, because
Okay, excuse me. That question was regarding the spiritual. Remember, my book has two books.
uh-huh.
So I was talking about the first part of the book,
Okay.
Barbaro Baez Alvarez experience we got. Now, book two, the mystery of my life, the message is different. Remember, that is a recovery journey from a mental illness. That's a different message. That one, because that one I live, that is what I overcome life without God in my life, kind of. Because, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So that is the behind story of book one. Because it's I decided to publish only book one, Barbaro Baez experience we got, everything will think that life is perfect, and life is not perfect. So that's why I decided to write book two about my personal life, my struggles, and how God manifests His glory in my life. That's book two. You know what I mean?
Yes. Wow.
It's the behind the scenes of book one,
Right.
of my experience with God. You know?
Yeah.
So my book two message is about mental health recovery is possible.
Right.
You can recover from a mental illness. You know what I say this? Because it doesn't matter whether you are diagnosed or not, we all have something in life.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
Right.
But just mental illness is a label. But it's not a label like a bad label. It's just something to identify yourself for your characteristics, for your good and bad habits, or for whatever you do. But it's just like any other illness. It's just like any other illness.
Right.
If you have fever, if you have fever, you are not just gonna say, oh, you have headaches.
Right. Right.
You're gonna tell the doctor how you're feeling so he can help you out.
That's right.
The same is for mental illness,
Yep. Now, if someone wanted to purchase your book, and there is some slight changes that I'll be making on the GMAP broadcast network, I'm going to get to it this morning. I had to go out with my family on last night, but I'm going to relink the book to a different location to where they are now. But if someone wanted to purchase a copy or copies of your publication right now, what's the route to go? I mean, what's the best way to do so, in your opinion?
I'm gonna be honest. The book now is available online everywhere around the world. You can find it on Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, Indivon, Walmart online, Walmart, anywhere. You can put my name and it's available in all around the world. But I just somehow, I think maybe it was God's plan, I don't know. Like last night, I think I opened books by account. I heard that now authors get like the opportunity to have their own store. So I just recently published my book by account last night. That's the link that I sent you.
Yes.
And I'm planning. So if anybody's going to buy and they want to help out with the cost more, they would be better if they got it from my bookstore, because otherwise they would be paying the same and even a little more because they have to pay extra for shipping and handling everything.
Right.
In other places,
Right.
But they can go now to books.buy/Barbaro-Baez-Alvarez.com.
And I promise you now, I'm gonna make sure that I relink those your books that are located in the featured authors area on the GMAP broadcast network to take him directly to that particular location. We want to show our support.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Also, I want to share this too. I have been doing this for the last couple of weeks. Anybody willing to give an honest review in Amazon? I'm giving a PDF of my book for free, so they can learn the book.
Yeah.
And if they want to get it physical, of course, they can get it in my bookstore or online, And one day I will be able to maybe do a signing events and I can meet the people in person and sign and all that. But as for now, if they really just want to know my story in the book, I don't mind giving a free copy of the PDF. They cannot edit it. They can just read it.
Right.
But if they want to support my cause and they want to bless me somehow, they can get it on, my book, so that would be better, But if they want to just know my story and they don't have the money, I can provide them, as I say, a digital PDF. They can read it, and then I will appreciate if they can leave a review anywhere. It can be in Amazon or anywhere.
Well, we always, always, always encourage our viewers and listeners. You kind of beat me to the punch right there, because I always encourage people to leave a review. It's so important for you. It's important for me. It's important for Amazon or wherever else they may be getting it from. It's important for the people that are on the outside looking in.
So they know what it's about. What people think about it.
They want to know what it's about. They want to know your suggestions, your recommendations, your cares, concerns. Please show your support.
Now, let me tell you this. Excuse me, Mr. Karen. Sorry. If people go, in the last couple of days, my main page, mydivinegift.com, has been a little down. That's why I have not mentioned it here. But if people want to find 2 professional book reviews from Pacific Book Reviews and from the U.S. reviews, professional book reviews, they can find it on Amazon in the description of my books. They can also find it on mydivinegift.com. They can sign the reviews over there. This is the thing. If they go to my website, mydivinegift.com, and if they buy it from there, they're going to be redirected to Amazon and to Barnes and Nobles. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They can go for information there, but it's better if they buy in my bookstore. I may change the links on my website anyway, since they are. Yeah, I'm thinking of doing that too. Maybe I can update the link on my website. But regardless of that, they can check my book reviews, professional book reviews over there.
My point, it doesn't matter where they get it from. It doesn't matter who they purchase it from. Amazon, Barnes and Noble, Yo-Yo, Bobo, anybody. It's got so many of them out there. We want them to know that.
Yo, that's a good one, right? That's a new one.
There's so many of them out there, but we want to encourage them, no matter where you get it from.
Exactly, yeah. I agree with that.
Leave a review. Leave a review. That's our main concern. We know you're going to get it. Now, let's say they wanted to reach out and touch base with you. Let's say they want to talk with you on a more individual basis, maybe discuss a few things, maybe talk about some book signings, some events that you might be appearing. What's the best route?
They can reach out to me to my email, contact@mydivinegift.com.
Well, a lot of them, their pencil lead broke, their crayon broke, their eyeliner broke, their pen ran out of ink. They didn't get a chance to write it down. You got to repeat that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so it's my book's name. My Divine Gift is my book's name, but it's going to be contact, like contacting people, contact@mydivinegift.com. It's an email. It's like contacting My Divine Gift.
Right.
contact@mydivinegift.com. So it's my book's name, but with the word contact before at.
Right.
The at sign.
Right. Okay. So of course.
Also, excuse me, Mr. Anthony. I'm also available. I'm very active now in all my social medias. So anybody is free to message me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, anywhere. They can just message me.
Yeah.
And I will be glad to answer any question too.
Okay. I want to make sure I don't say anything before you finish. So did you get it all out? Is there anything? Maybe they could send you no, I'm just playing.
Of course. No, it's okay. Let me tell you this. Do you know what happened to me once already?
What?
I did as soon as I published my book in 2020, I created on my social media.
Okay.
and I have a lot of content. I start publishing, and I kind of have some vision and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But my Facebook account got hacked, and it was closed
Oh
down.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I just got a message, another message from a hacker today.
Mm-hmm.
But I got that experience. So that's not going to happen again.
Right.
But like your content is violating our regulations and rules and blah blah blah. Click here and do a reclamation, and then they hack your account. But I already know that in Sky.
Yeah.
So I had to start all over my social media. That is why I have so much content accumulated, because I'm recovering my old accounts to my new accounts now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about. So again, once again, we thank God for your appearance here on today. And I'm going with Mr. Alvarez because that's what I like. And of course, we will be inviting you back very soon. We're gonna have give the viewers and the listeners on all of our platforms to have an opportunity to call in and maybe ask a few questions if they want. We think that it's going to be a wonderful thing to do a follow up to this conversation to kind of know how things are going, the best avenue to take, any adjustments or anything of that nature that you've had to do along the way. We want to inform them of. If there's something that you want to share with them as far as maybe appearing at a book signing or a special event or thing, we want to be
Yeah,
able to share that
I will need some
information.
guidance with that, because excuse me, sorry to interrupt, Anthony.
No,
I'm
you're
sorry,
not. No,
I
you're
mean
not.
Kevin.
No, you
Sorry,
know
Kevin.
what? I'm convinced that you're sorry, but you're not sorry. You want people to know what's on your mind, and I want you to tell
I
them. So
just I
good.
just call you I just call you Mr. Anthony, which is a friend of mine, a very a Christian friend of mine who died recently, who was a truly man of God too,
Ah,
and he has spent 28 years of his life in prison, and after that he has been a blessing for many people, and he had a ministry going to the prison and
mm-hmm.
talking to the people, and he died recently, sadly. And for some reason I call you him. You look like a little bit about him, a little bit, not much
And
anyway.
you know what? It's a beautiful thing because
Yeah, yeah,
it is. It's a beautiful thing, and it's very understandable, and that's
yeah.
okay. That's okay with me, and if that's what reflects, then so be it. I'm gonna keep smiling. I'm gonna keep waving. I'm gonna keep appreciating you for being here with us today, as well as accepting the invitation to be a part of our broadcast network family. We're gonna be inviting you back soon and very soon, and we want to make sure that you keep us informed with anything that you have going on. If there's anything that we can do to continue to assist you in any way, shape, form, or fashion while you're on this journey, we want you to pick up the phone, call us, and let us know. And when you do that, the answer will always be yes, and you'll never have to ask me twice. Okay?
I appreciate that. Thank you. And as I say, as for now, I think I'm knocking some doors at the moment, and hopefully I will pray about it. And if it is God, will that something will happen, the opportunity, then it will happen now. But I just gonna, how do you say, dispose? Not is that a word? Dispose?
Uh huh.
Not dispose. I'm gonna put myself until available to serve God's message, and also my message of hope about mental illness and
Okay.
maybe about immigration.
Yeah.
I'm available right now to spread that message of hope in those areas,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm knocking some doors. So if I do get the opportunity, then I will be able to do my part. Otherwise,
Right.
I will keep praying and walking by faith, as I told you.
There you go. And we want to
Yeah,
continue to do that along with you. We thank God
yeah.
for
Thank you.
you, and we appreciate you being here. I'm going to move over, and I'm going to just allow you to have your closing remarks and final words that you would like to share with our viewers this morning. So I'm going to move over, and I'm going to say, Mr. Alvarez, I like that. The floor is yours.
Yeah. So my final word for this interview will be, never give up in life. God is always with us, even if we don't understand it or we don't know Him or we cannot see Him. When I mean Him, I'm talking about a presence, a supernatural presence that we all call it different names. Uh, People may call it Father, we may call it Lord, we may call it Jesus, we may call it Holy Spirit, we may call it however you want to call that holy presence that give you peace to your heart. Uh, that presence is always with you, it's always in your heart, and that you want to be part of your life. And there is hope for mental illness recovery, and there is help for mental illness recovery. I'm not talking about a miracle happens overnight. I'm talking about working on a team, professionals that have been in similar situations. Oh, I didn't share this. I am a certified recovery peer support specialist through the Florida Certification Board, and I'm able to help people sharing my story too. I'm no longer working doing that, but I used to do that for 11 years. We're gonna have to talk about that in another interview.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I love it. So
Yeah.
again, we thank you very, very, very much. And I
So my
can't wait.
final message is don't give up. There is always a chance, and we only have one chance.
Amen. Mr. Alvarez, one of our featured authors on the GMAP Broadcast Network. We got more to come. Stay close, don't move. Until next time, we want you guys to have a fantabulous rest of your day. Mr. Alvarez, I want you to continue to be blessed and be a blessing. I'm going to look forward to talking with you again soon, okay?
The same. I'll be waiting for the next interview.
God bless you, sir.
God bless you too, my friend.